Right, yo boys, today is day 9 of passing a $100,000 funded challenge using the MambaFX Breakout strategy. Now today in this video, before we get into it, I take 3 trades, so look out for every single one of them. But another thing I want to say is, boys, if you do trade the MambaFX Breakout strategy, I want every single one of you to jump in the Discord below. There's people way better than me that I'm learning from, learning how to trade this strategy, and we're all in there, in the group together, working and making each other better. So we'll say that. Also, big up, we're nearly about to hit 1,000 subscribers, so big up to every single fucking one of you. It's not even been a month, we're about to hit 1,000 subs, which is crazy. I'm a little bit under the weather today, so I do sound a bit of a nerd. But besides that, we'll get into the video, keep it moving, keep it fucking going. And yeah, boys, big up all the support. Also, yesterday, real quick, in yesterday's video, I lost a shit ton of bread on one of my trades when everything froze. And I thought it was to do with the prop firm. Now I kept it real with you, man, and told you, look, I'm promoting this prop firm, but like it's fucking done me over, and like, you know what I mean? But to the comments that I read in the comments, I actually learned that when there's red folder news that drops, a few seconds before that, the market can freeze. So it wasn't the prop firm's fault. It was me taking a trade at a stupid ass time. Again, full accountability, full on being honest, being real. You man can see it. You man can learn from it. And I'll take the hit, but we keep it moving. Yo, let's get into the fucking video. Right then, boys, here we are so far in the challenge. Again, for those that don't know, we are using a Clarity Traders 100k funded challenge account. We are currently down 4.45%. And I mean, if we look at the P&L, now this P&L is in every description of every video. So if you guys want to check this out and take a look at it, we've got all the YouTube links to every trade, the Google Drive of the images of every trade. But if we look at it, so I started the funded challenge here, the 9th of this month. And to be honest with you, prior to that, we were trading beautifully. Absolutely clean, beautiful. As soon as we started this challenge, just things have gone a little bit tits up, to be quite honest with you. Now, I mean, last week on Wednesday, big loss, big loss. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, I put a trade in just before news, and I didn't even realize this, but it was actually thanks to you guys letting me know in the comments that taking a trade just before news, the markets do freeze a little bit. And this is something I learned. And I mean, yesterday I lost a shit ton of money. And so that's also put us down. But as well, market does open in 2 minutes. So I should probably get straight into this. And we'll go over this a little bit later. Okay, cool. So we have resistance. By the way, we are looking at US30 at the moment. So US30, boom. We've got resistance. We've got support. We also even have another support here. So we could take a trade or sell off of this break. Or if we want to be conservative, we could wait here. As well, we can take a buy above here, right? So that's US30. Nasdaq. To be honest with you, Nasdaq's looking cleaner. I might even just focus on Nasdaq today. Yeah, Nasdaq's probably going to be the one. Bit more simple. I do like it. Right, market has just opened. Let's see. Again, what I've noticed with the markets lately is things have been a bit mad, right? Things have been a bit mad. There's a lot of, with the war news. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But I don't want to rush into anything. I want to play it safe. Look at the news real quick. So we do have news at 3. Usually when there's news at 3, I do see slower markets beforehand. So again, we'll just play it safe. We'll play it safe. A lot of volume coming in there. Let's see if we can get a buy. Right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We want it to come under just over this wick here. Yeah, so if we now push up for a second push now, I will be in on a buy. Right, in. We are in on that buy. So let's see what happens. Oh my God, is that just going to fake us out like that? You're fucking joking me. Nah. It's looking like he wants to go for sells. Well, we shall see. Get a re-entry now. Right. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. What the fuck? No, these are probably the worst markets I've seen this year so far. I mean, 2 fake outs just like that. I will say though, my execution on the trades today on them 2 I've just taken were very well. I do like how I entered. But like, what the fuck is even going on? Right. I think to be very safe, if we're going to re-enter it at all, we should probably wait till we break this on here. Yeah, in fact, if I'm going to enter at all, I'm moving. If I can break past this zone, then I might think about it. Alright, it's come to entry. It has come to entry. And we're in. We are in this trade. See how it goes. Don't do us like that. Oh, these are awful. There's no way we're going to get faked out for the 3rd time. There's no way. That's it. Give us something. Give us something. That's it. That's it. Give us something. That's what we like. That is what we like. That is definitely what we like. Come on, keep pushing. It's now going to struggle with, obviously, this area here. There we go. If we can break through this area, it would be lovely. Absolutely lovely. It's just struggling a little bit. It is. There we go. 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 Go on, keep pushing. Go on, keep pushing. Keep pushing. I am gonna take a big majority of the trade just there. There she goes. I'm gonna take a look at Nasdaq real quick. Right, I'm gonna exit that full trade now. I'm now just gonna look at Nasdaq real quick, see if Nasdaq's made any movement. Nasdaq's come up to our buying area. Can we get another push on Nasdaq? Right, we're on Nasdaq as well. Right, let's see. Definitely doing a little bit of overtrading right now, I'm not gonna lie. Because US30's done a push, I'm hoping that Nasdaq just falls slowly behind. This could be the wrong move to make and it could be overtrading, but I guess I'll have to learn the hard way if this does go wrong. Honestly, the minute with the state and the climate of these markets right now, 1-to-1s is what I'm comfortable with at the minute. Just looking as well. It is breaking this trend as well. Do I take out at half risk? That's what I'm questioning myself now. There just doesn't seem to be enough volume there. It has closed above the trend line though. But I don't like the size of that wick. That's not what you want to see when doing breakout trading at all. Like at all. But it is getting a bit more of a push on volume. Let's see. Just break through, you know you want to. There we go. There we go. You know what? I'm out of that. I don't like how that's reacting. It's resisting off this area too much. I've closed that trade. We're down 0.5% for the day. Ended up getting faked out in seconds. We took the sell. We got faked out in seconds. We then took the 3rd buy on US30. Ended up being profitable trade. Took a partial. And then we took our last 10%. And yeah, not the best day at all. Just with the whole war, with the whole political drama going on. A lot of uncertainty has been in the markets for a long time. And so I know there's a few of you, man, that are watching this and you're also probably feeling very uncomfortable at the minute. You're wondering why you're losing trades, wondering why you're looking at a dead P&L. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm literally going through it all, but I'm literally showing you all as well. So don't think like just because you're losing, that's it. Like you can't do it. It's just these genuinely are very, very hard markets right now. before all this bullshit, if we go back to the initial, so I stopped trading with Mamba on the 22nd of May, right? As soon as I jumped in, boom, beautiful markets, won every day. We was up 12 grand in a week. Over the span of 2 weeks, we was up $12,000. And then what? I start the challenge, and boom, first week we lose 2K. Second week we break even. This week we're already down 2K. Is what it is. But overall, if we look over the month, we are up. We're still up for the month. It's just the time that I started this challenge compared to the whole month, we are down on the challenge, but we're up on the month. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah. Now, another thing I wanted to touch on with you, man, is showing you exactly how I kind of use ChatGPT to coach me with this. So, for example, if you guys want to have this sheet, the similar sheet that I use for every trade I track, this is in my free Discord. So if you want to go and check that out, it is in the free resources section, so you can have this. But also what I do every week or every month, what I'll do is I'll have it track my trades. So I'll download it, export into a CSV, push it through ChatGPT, and it basically gives me a whole track breakdown, trading tracking breakdown. That made fuck all sense, but as you can see here, 53 trades, total 8K made, win rate 77%, which is lovely. But my issue has been having a low RR. I do really want to start getting my trading down to less than 3 trades. 3 trades a day is too much. I really should just be taking 1. And A plus setups 2. But the way, I mean, look at today. If we evaluate today, boom, we faked out, right? It broke out, we got faked out. Went to the upside, immediately got faked out again. The only winning trade there was the third trade that I took, right? There's no one in the comments that can sit there and go, oh, I've done something wrong. I did everything that was required, everything that was needed to be done. It was just one of them days, right? Indecisive markets, this is what I keep going on about. Indecisive markets, it just makes everything so much more difficult. And it's a lot of bullshit. I mean, look at that. There's no volume there, there's no big moves, especially on Nasdaq. US30 did have its move, but again, it did have also the fake outs in the beginning. As well, Wednesday last week, this just like nearly halved our entire equity curve. 4.3K gone in one day. Like, that again, I'm full accountable for. You guys saw the video, you saw like, I just didn't stick to my discipline. I got emotionally attached to a trade. This was just a bullshit day. This is probably my worst trading day of the entire year, to be quite honest with you, since I just let it go that far. If you want to watch that video, it is day 6. And yeah, again, if you want to come and see this trade, all these trades, it will be in my description. Besides that, boys, any questions that you man have below, please feel free to comment. Now again, overall, we are down 5% on this account. So from here on out, we are going to have to half risk. I can't continue with a full 1% risk. It's going to have to be 0.5 risk going forward. Make its way back up to around 98K, and then maybe we'll go back to the 1%. And yeah, besides that, keep it moving. That's all we can do. All we can do. Also, boys, I do appreciate all the love on the videos. You might have been smashing it. We were about to hit 1,000 subscribers. It would be crazy if we could do this by the end of this week. In the first month of YouTube, that would be unreal. And yeah, appreciate every single one of you. Appreciate everyone commenting, support, the love, even the hate, people chatting shit. I couldn't give a fuck. Gives me more engagement. So yeah, all good. And yeah, peace, boys.